With the advent of different social media platforms, people across the globe have been able to get connected. One way or the other, we have all been influenced by social media. Hello people, hello Lagos, hello Nigeria. It's another exciting episode of Coded Daily where we discuss every issue that bothers us. I am Iremufe Koforola, as you all know, a child clothed in dignity and honor. So today, we shall be discussing the impact of social media on youth. And I am not always alone. It's very important to have the queen and the king in the studio. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much for having me.
I can see you're so happy.
Of course. It's always nice to be here.
Yeah, so can we meet you?
Well, I am Irene Ebube Umolise. I'm a beautician and an educator.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Daniel Letton. I'm a content developer and business analyst.
Wow, I'm swept away by
You have to be.
Yeah, so to begin with first, I would like to know, are you on different social media platforms?
Of course. I use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, and to go. If you can just put that there, because I mean, it was the rainy day back then. So yes, I'm putting that there.
What about you?
Yeah, I use Facebook as well, Instagram, LinkedIn, not just Twitter and every other social media platform.
That's cool because in today's world, if you are not on any social media platform, it's just like you are not
existing. Like you're living under a rock or something.
Yeah. So we just be looking at the youth generally now, because youths are more on different social media platforms than aged people.
Yes.
You understand? So I would want to ask, with the advent of these social media platforms now, is it really a blessing or a curse?
Okay, for me, let me answer that. It is both. It is both a blessing and a curse, just like two sides of a coin. Or is it three sides of a coin they are saying nowadays? Because I don't know, I'm tired of all this.
It depends on the side of the coin.
So you're looking at exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's both a blessing and a curse. There are people using social media to better and benefit their lives. And there are other people using social media to do something else. You know yourself. So I'm looking at you right now.
So you believe it depends on what you use it for?
Exactly. It depends on the individual using the social media networks.
How about you?
Yeah, well, I would say it's a blessing and a curse as well, because nowadays people use it for more for the business world than using it for otherwise. So it's for me, I believe it's another awareness for you to have yourself put out there. So there's an identity you put out there for yourself as a business person, as a family person. As a personal person, if you're a people's person, then you get to understand that at some point, your identity physically and virtually speaks.
Yeah.
So whatever you are on the physical side has to reflect itself on your social media page. So it's just
that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
You were talking about the business sense of it. That it's really an opportunity for you to put yourself out there for people to know what you do.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I would want to know, with social media platforms now, with WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, mentions, do you think there's still bonding in the family?
Wow, that's a tough question, because to an extent there isn't. But so if in a family right now you guys still bond together, it's because you are creating that time to bond. Because I feel like it's over some time now it's been lost. You're eating together and someone is just trying to reply that message, or someone is just trying to take that perfect selfie or something. So I feel like if you're in family right now and you guys still have your bond, you guys still talk to each other, you guys still relate, you tell each other secrets and stories and all of that, it is because you are making that time to do. You are deliberately making the time.
And I just think probably if you have your members of the family still bonded.
Yes.
You understand? It might be as a result of you guys don't have access to the internet. I think so.
Yeah, sometimes it could be true. Like maybe there was a time they took the lights in my area, and we didn't have light on our phones, no life on our phones. Everybody was just looking at each other, and then we started talking, we started playing games, and we said exactly. And I'm like, wow, I miss this. But no, the minute they brought the light, everybody, my phone, my laptop, my this, my that. So you see that you can definitely
there's now
tell.
a kind of disconnection.
Exactly, there's a distortion from the usual bonding a family should have.
Okay.
But I really not say I want to agree and disagree with you on that.
Okay.
Because in a scenario where we have family members who are not proxy to location. You know, social media is really able to allow us to connect to each other. Now, there's something about family members that are home and abroad. So we don't have all family members all here in the country. So in such scenarios where we know that we cannot connect and have that bonding, you know, I've seen there are times where a few families have had family personal groups on WhatsApp. And sometimes they have Zoom meetings just to, you know, talk to each other and all that.
Just to cut you short, don't you think I'm trying to talk about the physical now?
Okay,
you understand
the
physical bonding. You understand? Even on WhatsApp, this can't really be as much as you bonding physically. Because what I mean is, okay, in this present age, you see someone whose mother is in the sitting room, the father is also in the sitting room. The mother is with her phone. The father has his phone. The son also has his phone, taking selfies or chatting with one beautiful lady. You understand? So everybody is disconnected. As a result of what? The phone. Which is not something bad. But because everybody just wants to do different things at that time, you understand? So the bond is not, so it could go on and on. And you might not talk to each other, one another for days. Because of that. Apart from good morning, everybody comes back in the evening, you are back to that. Even when you are eating, apart from any other thing that might bring you guys together. Nothing else. So
okay, so just to chip in, so I believe to every scenario you put yourself in, you have to understand how it works for you. So why I'm saying that is because extensively we've been able to harness a bigger part of our mentality and understanding to certain things. So I believe you say social media disconnects everybody. I believe if I am the family and I'm the head of the family, let's be very realistic and very factual about it. If I'm the head of a family and I see that my family is quite distorted in the morning, now there's certain rules and regulations that go through the house before social media. Am I right?
That's what I'm saying. That that means you're already making an effort.
Exactly.
But most people don't even know that they are disconnected already. They are not even aware.
Most people don't. But it takes someone of enacted mentality, like enacted maturity, to understand that, okay, fine, this has to be done at the right time. So I believe social media is just a thing. When persons get addicted, it's a different thing. It's a different thing when you get addicted to social media, and a different thing when you're using it for the right means and at the right time.
Okay, that's true. Because even let's talk about getting connected on, you know, social media now as youths. You understand? Because these days you belong to different WhatsApp groups. You understand? People, Twitter, you have a lot of hot G's and all that. I'm quite sure you checked the Twitter page this morning.
Well, I did.
I did though.
You did. Because you are always checking one thing or the other on your phone. See that Instagram pictures, oh, come and see this celebrity, she's wearing this gown and all that, you understand? So people have been able to get connected with people they might not even meet in their entire life, because sometimes you just see their pictures and all that you like and all those things. So how can you really say we have been so connected with the other parts of the world?
Okay, do you want to go on?
Yeah, I want to say
Alright, go
okay, so being connected to the other part of the world. Now, as a business analyst that I am, to an extent, I'm a protege of a lot of persons.
Okay.
So I really don't have physical mentors, more like I have virtual mentors. Because at some point, you know, surfing through the web and trying to understand what my archetypes really means, I got to understand that a lot of persons that I simultaneously look like or act like, probably do the same things like. So I started following these persons over time. I think I followed some guy up to a point where I knew that I met him in person, because I started following his posts, I started following stuff about him. So every time he posts, I get to see his posts, I get energized, you know, psychologically and mentally about what he posts. At some point I started paying for his online classes and all that. Now, becoming who I am today, becoming the man I am today is a response of how enacted I have been with his services over time. He is not in person until I met him.
Okay, but you finally met the person, right?
I finally met the person.
But I am looking at it at this point of view where you might not even get to meet the person, but you get connected.
Let me come in there. Once I heard your question, the first word that came to my mind was influencing. You know, there are social media influencers. You said something about following someone to the extent that you got to pay for the service. That's something a social media influencer does. Now, it's actually quite interesting. It's exciting when because of social media, you can do something to an extent that people would want to see you do something.
Yeah.
What she going to post today, or what she going to do tomorrow, and then little by little, we are influencing that person to always come back.
And even in Nigeria, we have many.
For example, I would want to say I am a makeup influencer, right? Because
I was going to go there. In fact,
don't worry, I'll go there myself. I'm already there already. I'm there. So to an extent, I do different makeup looks, and people be like, "Oh my God, this is nice. I'm waiting to see."
There was one I saw. I was like, it was breathtaking.
Don't do this.
No,
thank you.
Are you guys doing this right now?
Yes.
So you can really see the influence anyway. So you can go on.
So if you're consistent and you're able to influence someone to not just come and watch but to pay for yourself, that's another way to make money.
Yeah.
That means you're making money on social media.
Yeah.
Money.
So
it's
guys,
something to invest in.
So guys, you can always make money on you through your social media platform.
Yes.
That's very good. So you were talking about getting connected, and so many people will be connected as a result of that. They will learn from you, and you can also make a whole lot of money from that. So guys, I'm quite sure you have been enjoying this episode, but we have to go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Guys, it is still your favorite show, Coded Daily, and I still have amazing personalities with me in the studio.
Hi.
Yeah, before we went on the break, we were talking about social media influencers and all. So currently we know that there are many social media influencers in Nigeria, and I can boldly tell you that for free, Irene Ebube is one of these social media influencers, and I'm going to pay for that. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, I've told the world.
After mentioning for free.
Oh.
You see?
Did I just shoot myself in the
Yes, you did.
Okay, so Dennis also is into a lot of things, and so I want you to tell people what you have been able to do as a result of your exposure to social media. So let's begin with you.
Okay, so social media has been a very, very resourceful and very beautiful platform so far. Subsequently, aside being a business analyst, I happen to delve into fashion.
Interesting. I can say that.
Yeah, you can. You look good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, I'm a fashion stylist kind of. I run bespoke services and run ready-to-wear services. So,
this commercial, sorry, we are paying you. Just be aware. Okay.
So subsequent times, like I said earlier, I said they're proteges. I'm a protege of a lot of persons in the fashion world and the business world. So I want to take an anchor in the fashion world. Now, speaking of some persons some social media influencers that I really have respected, like SCGC Fashion, Styling Fidel, Maya Tafo,
a whole lot of these guys.
Them are people I look up to. Like I fancy their designs.
Wow, that's great.
It's like I create ideas from their designs, and I'm like, wow. When you see this person, I see how well they've excelled in the fashion world. It inspires you. It gives you the aspiration to want to do something more, to want to do something either obviously yes, you can do something close to it, but copyright is not allowed in the fashion world. So you
just create your own
stuff.
Even generally speaking, trying to imitate people has limitations. You don't want to try to talk like this person and forget who you are. It's very important to you. And also, I would like to look at it. Many people have really taken youth now. They've really taken advantage of different social media platforms to become celebrities today. We have the likes of Wole Arole, who started out, using the social media platform. We have Brother Shaggy,
Maraji. Can I just put Maraji there?
Tauma, all these guys, they don't have to come to your doors to showcase to you what they do. So, what advice would you give to youth who have talent and have not really been maximizing the social media platforms?
Oh God. Okay, I have a lot of them. These people that have talent, but they just keep it inside. Please and please do not. Make a 1 minute video. That's all it takes on Instagram. Make a 1 minute video of you singing, you doing makeup, dancing.
As long as it is very relevant.
Yes.
Very relevant.
Just start doing something. Start as regards to your talents. Put it out there. People need to see you. You understand? If you continue to stay in your room, or just go about your day without actually doing this thing. Nobody's going to notice you.
Yeah.
You can't go to 11 million people in Nigeria and tell them that you sell something. No, you can't. So you use a means where they can easily relate to. I have a friend who makes waist beads as cheap, and you can walk outside and you find someone who sells waist beads, but her own is almost international. Do you know why? She put a brand name, she brought out her beads and put it on Instagram. Come and do this, so this person in Turkey is buying my beads. This person in California, even if it's not true.
So you just have to
yes,
advertise also, make yourself known to the world.
Make yourself, push yourself out there. Don't tire, be consistent, and make sure whatever you are putting out there, people want to see it.
Like the way you put yourself out there.
Of course.
And I envy you.
You have to know.
But don't worry. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, like I said earlier, I believe it's a very good way. It's a very good platform for you to excitingly, put yourself out there and all of that. So I think, like you said, I want to use the keyword relevant. When people give out relevant information to the public about what they do, it allows people to really understand what they do and how they do it, the goods and services. So people have to be very intent about their products, have to be very intent about what you sell. So you really should know what to give out an information where people cannot access to.
Yes.
So you have to know what the public wants. You need to know how, because everybody's doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
So let's say you make clothes or you sell bags or something.
Whatever you do.
Whatever you do, there are like 1,001 persons that do the same thing.
Yeah.
So you need to know how to harness your community. You need to know how to harness your audience,
yes, your immediate environment.
Exactly. So you have to have a signature. So let's say let me go back to the fashion world. So let's say you're a fashion designer and everybody's making dresses all flamboyant. There should be something different about your dresses.
Of course, yeah.
So exactly. So when someone wears your dress, it's more like, oh, that's a dress from so person.
Yeah.
So
there should be a signature that stands out.
Yeah. Okay. That reminds me of this brand of shoes, that red bottoms.
Yeah.
That's a Lubu what?
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That red bottom, any shoe you just maybe that's so that's something.
Comes to signature, you just have to create a brand for yourself and be consistent, because it is key, for your growth. You understand? It is very, very important. So, and looking at it, you've mentioned a lot of names and all that. So, the most important thing is just maximizing it.
Yes.
And as youth, the social media has a lot of influence on us. So, it is very advisable we maximize it.
Yes.
Understand? So, will I say final words to your
final words? Okay.
Will I use fans or what will I use? Do you have any fans?
To the people watching, bring value to people, give value, and then you will get value back. Give if you're not putting out something that people would want to see, that people would relate to.
Yeah.
People will not come to you.
Yeah.
So if you give value, you will definitely receive value, and this value might be your money. You might start getting money that's people want to buy
connections and all that.
Brands will start noticing, because if I produce something and I see an influencer who has, let's say, 100,000, 2 million followers,
definitely
that is a great way to publicize my products. So you can only attain this if you continue to give value. So I will tell you to put yourself out there, but make sure that whatever you are putting out there is relevant.
So final from you.
Well, she talked about relevance. I'll talk about integrity.
Yeah.
Relationship makes businesses skyrocket itself. So you manage your relationships well. You have prospective clients for whatever you want to do. Whatever you do, you have prospective clients. You manage the relationships very well. In as much as you give out the best of services, try to make them come back for more.
Exactly.
Referrals are the best way to skyrocket your businesses. The more you have referrals, it helps more than even you run your stuff on Instagram. Because when you do something for one person and the person is most satisfied about it,
definitely there will be referrals.
Exactly.
Yes.
1,001 referrals you will get. So I believe manage your relationships, manage what it takes to keep that relationship enacted.
And just be consistent with that. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for being on the show today. I've really enjoyed myself. I'm quite sure you enjoyed yourself.
Of course. Thank you for putting my name out there.
And I must say, on the next show, you are going to style me, because I want to look so.
You're doing this now?
You have to pay for it.
I want to look so charming
How
like
much?
you.
I don't know.
I want to look so charming and so handsome like you on the next show.
Really?
That makes both of us.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching today's episode of Coded Daily, and I'm quite sure you've learned one or two things. It is very advisable for you to make wise use of the social media platforms which you belong. So I'll leave you with this question: how well have you been able to make use of the social media platform? Thank you very much once again. I remain my humble self, Iremo Fekofola, till I come your way another time. So let's say bye to our viewers.
Bye.
Bye.